Hello, Bears fans. Hello. I am back. I am back. And man, has it been a long freaking time? A long freaking time. And what I mean is, dude, we didn't even know if we were going to get an NFL season, and week one is here. And finally, the Bears are back. Well, are they? Because if you ask me, I saw exactly the same crap I saw from last year. Well, let's talk about it because if you ask me, it seems like the Bears got out of Detroit luckily. And when I mean luckily, they got out of Detroit and I mean very lucky. Anyways, let's get to the stats of this game because my goodness, it was an up and down game for the most part. Down. Listen, I gotta say this. Does it? Man, does it suck to be a Detroit Lions fan. Man, does it suck. You legit had one of your players about to catch the game-winning touchdown, and he drops it. Yes, I will say the Bears got lucky. Anyways, before I talk about things I did not like, let's talk about some things I did like. I'm going to talk about things that I did like. I'm not really going to go over the overall stats. Talk about the things I did like and some things that I didn't like and things to potentially, hopefully, improve as the season progresses. Now, one, I did not like how we barely could stop the run for the Detroit Lions. Adrian Peterson became Adrian Peterson of old, but what should I say? Every time he plays the Bears, he feasts on the Bears. He had 93 rush yards for 14 carries. His longest was the 21-yard run, but yeah, he didn't do much damage. Stafford ran a bit, but nothing else. Also, which I'll go into another thing I don't like. I didn't like. Well, I'm really talking about DB stuff or things I do like. Things I did like was the defense. The defense, for the most part, played fine. They still could do a little bit better job, but hey, Robert Quinn was out, so yeah. The defense was fine. There was just a few things about the defense I didn't like, just some of the things Chuck Pagano called this game I just didn't like. Like, say, I guess you could say sending Eddie Jackson on a blitz and you have Danny Trevathan trying to cover Marvin Jones Jr. Yeah, that should not happen. The receiver's going to win that every time. Another thing I did like, which was kind of go hand in hand, is the offensive line blocking and the rushing. The running back play was pretty good today. It was pretty good. It seemed like we imposed our will running side of the balls. I wish we could have did that more, but we couldn't do that more because we were getting down by so many points. But I thought the combination of the running and the offensive line play was really freaking good. I enjoyed it. Much more better than last year. If there's any positive you can take away out of this Bears game is the offensive line and the running was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty freaking good. I'm not going to deny that. So, yeah, I'm not going to deny that. Anyways, the next thing I would like to say that I liked was, just the spread around the ball to other receivers, like an Anthony Miller, who was, again, just, man, dude, that catch to where the Bears took the lead, dude, that's like, this dude, that's the Anthony Miller I need to see. Allen Robinson, He made a great catch in this game too. So he's doing Allen Robinson things. Darnell Mooney, he was really good today. He only had 3 receptions, and he was targeted 3 times, but he was really good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what Darnell Mooney gave us. Jimmy Graham, if he's gonna hopefully be that, tight end that goes up there and gets the ball, fine by me. Fine by me. I'll take it. He did catch a touchdown here. Javon Wims also caught a touchdown and stuff like that. So yeah, the receivers look fine to me. Let's get into the things I didn't like. Now, the DB play was iffy. I still think the defensive backs are our weakest part of our defense. Although I thought Jalen Johnson played pretty good today. Jalen Johnson, honestly, I thought played really good other than getting trucked. And maybe potentially he should change his number from 33. I don't understand why Charles Tillman's 33 number has not been retired. I don't know why, but okay. Yeah, I say the DBs need to work on coverage, which again goes to Chuck Pagano's defensive calls. Some of his calls were just questionable. Like I was even scratching my head. I'm like, why are you what? And stuff like that. Now, penalties weren't really much of a big thing for either both sides of the ball. Detroit actually had a really killer penalty where Jamie Collins actually like touched an official. Although you can say it didn't deserve an ejection, but okay. But the rules are you can't touch the refs. So yeah. And plus, it kind of looked like he kind of headbutted him. That's me. More things I didn't like. Which is all culminating into one thing, and that's the fact the way the Bears played. The way the Bears played was exactly how the Bears played last year. Defense, fine for a majority of the part until they get exhausted and they're just letting up scores. And the offense playing anemic. Yeah, I saw no differences from this year from last year. On one game this year to a game from last year. It's exactly the same exact 2019 Chicago Bears. And what I mean by that is all, like I said, it culminates into one. One, red zone touchdowns. We only scored 2 or 3. Yeah, we only scored 2, really. Or the other 2 field goals. So we still can't find ways to put the ball earlier in games in the end zone. So that's good. Which also adds to Matt Nagy's really bad play calling because he got cute again this game. I don't care. At least he didn't run the screens, those wide receiver screens or those bubble screens. He ran jet sweeps though. Yeah, Matt Nagy, can you stop calling the cute play calls and just play call to, I don't know, win the game? Which leads me to the last thing. Okay. There were some headlines. Oh, Mitchell Trubisky, a whole new quarterback. Mitchell Trubisky, a whole new person, new personality. He looks like he's ready to take the next step. Did he, guys? No, did I? Let me ask you, did he? Oh my gosh. There is no way in hell that I just saw what I just saw from Mitchell Trubisky. Hold on. Let me clean my eyes. Jesus. Let me clean my eyes. Woo! Let me just wipe my eyes, pick at them. Cause man, I swear, which I really think I just did pick my eye. But yeah, what was that? What was that? That is the new and improved Mitch. That's the new and improved Trubisky. The one who, is a leader and will take the next step. Mitchell Trubisky stat line. 20 for 36, 242 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. If you ask me, that sounds exactly like regular old Mitchell Trubisky. And a come behind Bears victory? Yeah. For the most part, he was average. Average. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it was too good to be true. I don't believe you see, guys, you see, Bear fans, I don't believe in the hype they're saying about this kid. I do not believe in the hype they are saying about him. Yes, he did the typical Trubisky thing. He looks good in spots here and there. Is he consistent throughout the entire game? No, he is not consistent throughout the entire game. He pulled another Tim Tebow, trick out of his hat. In other words, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Tim Tebow used to be a quarterback in the NFL who always had that, Tebow magic at the end of games where he would be terrible throughout 3 quarters, and then in the 4th quarter, he'd be like one of the best NFL quarterbacks. Trubisky did the exact same thing here. He was bad throughout the entire game. 4th quarter hits, all of a sudden he's 4th quarter Mitch, or Clutch Mitch, or whatever you want to call him as a nickname, Money Mitch. The Lions lost this game more than the Bears won this game. The Lions shot themselves in the foot. And let me just be honest. If the Lions have Kenny Golladay today, they win. They win. They win, most definitely. Mitchell Trubisky looked no different than he did last year. And I'm supposed to be impressed? I'm supposed to have this guy's back and trust in him? No, Trubisky supporters, I cannot. I cannot get behind this guy. He exactly looks the same exact, way as he looked last year. Doesn't get nothing done for 3 quarters, and in the 4th quarter, if the game's close enough, he'll get us back in the game. That can't happen from week to week. If you're telling me I'm going to get that week to week to week to week to week to week, we're not going to beat the good teams. We're not going to beat the good teams. We're just going to be another fluke team that gets W's by miracles. Then maybe that's what his new nickname should be called. Miracle Mitchell Trubisky. Or Mitchell Miracle Trubisky. Because he always pulls a rabbit out of his hat and how dominating he looks in terms of coming back. Like, seriously. Hell, freaking ESPN says Mitchell Trubisky put the Bears quarterback debate on hold. Really? I wasn't impressed. It's like, some people say, were you entertained? I was not entertained by Mitchell Trubisky. Like that one Arizona coach said about the Bears back in 2006, I'm going to say about Mitchell Trubisky. He is who we thought he was. Same old average quarterback who doesn't instill any fear in the defense and won't scare you. Now, to the Lions fans, he should scare them. Because how many times do Mitchell Trubisky have to come back on your asses to find out that you guys just can't do good? Like, honestly, Detroit, for some reason, is like the only team in the NFL that cannot play Trubisky good. Like, seriously. I'm not even fucking joking. You should be disappointed. If I was a Detroit Lions fan, I'd be like, how can other teams stop Mitchell Trubisky, but we can't? They're also probably already mad at DeAndre Swift. So DeAndre Swift is probably the most hated man in Detroit right now because he dropped the game-winning touchdown. But, yeah. Huh. Yes, Mitchell Trubisky supporters. Yes. Where are you at? Because I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh, you can say, well, he let it come back and he helped us win the game. That's our Mitch. See, you gotta have confidence in this guy. Really? Because what I can just say back to them is, oh, really? Because I saw exactly what I thought I saw. Same old Mitch from 2019. Average at best and doing nothing. So far, he hasn't impressed me. Like I said, for me, he's got 4 weeks to impress me. 4 weeks. And if he doesn't show anything, or if he doesn't take the next step, I want him benched. He hasn't shown me jack diddly squat. And honestly, the way he played today, he's planning to earn a franchise tag. Right now, he doesn't deserve to earn the franchise tag. To me, it feels like we should just move on from him. Yeah. Because trust and believe, we're not beating the Minnesota Vikings if he plays like that. We're definitely not beating Green Bay if he plays like that. And we're definitely not going to beat some other quality teams if we play like that. Like, literally. Who's next on our list? New York. I'm going to watch Monday Night Football to see how they play. So it's going to be interesting because Trubisky struggled in last year's game against New York. The crazy thing is going to be at Soldier Field again. It's too bad the fans aren't there because they'd be booing him if he plays bad again. Like I said, I just don't see any differences. He's the same exact mental Trubisky that I saw last year. Average. Play calling, still average, if below average. So Matt Nagy still hasn't learned his lesson. I would like to see more runs. But David Montgomery, Tariq Cohen, they ran the ball pretty effectively. But they only had 20 carries. Yeah, you could have got them more. Now, maybe that's, like I said, because you got down so much. If you had freaking scored points instead of scoring field goals, maybe things are different. Like I said, the only positive I took away from this game is, to an extent, the defense looked fine, but the running and the offensive line play looked pretty solid. I'm not going to lie. Mr. Trubisky, still old Mitchell Trubisky. Didn't see no differences. And it's like I was saying in all my Mitchell Trubisky videos in the offseason. Until I see what this guy does against a legit defense, I'm not going to be taking any word what people says. And he didn't impress me. Now, hopefully next week he impresses me against New York. All right. I've talked enough about the Bears. I have. The Bears, they won, luckily, today. They deserve to lose with the way they played. They deserve to lose. So you already know Detroit's going to sign their calendar for the rematch in Soldier Field. So you have that. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I'm kind of not having a good day. The Clippers lost, and right now we're going to a Game 7. I'm not comfortable. At least the Bears won, so that's a good thing. Anyways, Bears fans, I'm going to get out of here. I don't know if I'm going to do a game preview for the Giants next week. If I do, I'm going to see if I can bring my one of my co-hosts, which is my uncle, who talks Bears with me, and maybe we can come up with something and stuff like that. I'll probably have to message him and stuff like that. But other than that, that's really it. That's really freaking it. So anyways, the Bears win. So they're 1-0, start the season off. Like I said, they should go 4-0 before they play Tampa Bay. So that's good. That's good. 1-0. We're good for now. I'll take any win I can get. Bears fan, I need it. But I would like to see some consistency from the quarterback position in our play call. So if you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this video. And hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Chicago Bears content on my thoughts on the Chicago Bears. So till then, guys, this has been Camper 15. And your Bears have got the W, and we win, and we can all sleep peacefully tonight. Well, other than me because of Clippers. But regardless, all I'm going to say is this, as I end this video off, bear the F down! Go Bears! Sorry, I just had to get that off my chest. So I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.